You know, I haven't heard your music, but word is you guys are hot. Sizzling.
Discovering new music is easy, but finding a hit record takes talent.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the stage, big screen, TV?
It's the A&R Room on Sway in the Morning.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's a family reunion. Had to be. It's kind of a homecoming. Yeah, Rich Nice. You know, it's like a high school reunion over here, man.
Man, listen, I'm feeling real good right now. I'm happy to see my family.
Well, man, a good friend of ours just walked in. This dude is an entrepreneur. He's a producer. He's one of the most stylish, illest lyricists, rappers that touched down ground in the past, let's say 10 to 15 years. I used to call him. I used to text him and say, bruh, they're biting off your style. Remember I used to do this? They're swiping your energy.
Yeah.
I used to say that all the time. Yeah. Back then when that happened, it was a big deal. Now they swipe your energy. People applaud you. Yeah. You know, they eating off your plate, taking your food. But if you're the original, you still going to survive it. And we watch this man survive it and constantly retells his story, which is extremely important in this game. And he's here today to tell us the new chapter of his story, the one and only 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
2 Chainz.
Yeah.
2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Come on, 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
2 Chainz, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Motherfucking 2 Chainz. Yeah. Up in here. True. It's been a while since I got a chance to do that, man. How you been, brother? I saw you in Miami. I wish I was in the spaces you were in.
You saw me?
Weren't you at the Diddy party?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, no, I was in a few little spots. I had my guys with me. We know he's making some rounds, making some introductions, and just kind of moving. You know what I mean? Staying active. You know what I mean? Staying in their face, letting them know that we don't have nowhere else to go but in your face. So
that's interesting. That note, and the title of the project is "No Face, No Case."
Yes, sir.
But they in your face. That's interesting because it puts you, it's like a juxtaposition for you. It's a juxtaposition that usually there's somebody taking you around, and now you're taking people around.
Well,
hey, ain't it different, though, when you're asking, like when you're taking people around and you're trying to push something, do you get a different reaction from the same people?
Yeah, but the reaction that I've been getting with the guys that I've been moving around has been a little unique for me because as I introduce them to people, they already say, I know what's going on, or I've been seeing you, I've been seeing them move. So although to us internally it feels like we may not be covering enough ground, the internet has flattened everything to where you get all this information at the same time. And whether you get a like or not, it's actually people paying attention. That's what I'm learning about when I'm moving around with the guys. People are paying attention.
They're paying attention. What do you? Let's talk about the guys. The guys are here. Is it? Is it like a name for the collective? I mean, you guys are all individual artists.
Yeah.
That have come together as a part of this compilation. Correct?
For sure.
Okay. You want to speak on it, Skooly? Go ahead, man.
Everybody right here is unique. This is Skooly, by the way. Introduce myself. Young Atlanta legend.
Atlanta legend, but it's true. Tell them why you Atlanta legend.
I think I got a lot to do with the percentage of the melodic use of whatever style, swag, in Atlanta right now. Just period too, like in the game. I got a little bit to do with something.
Okay. He's being modest, Worl.
I don't really like claiming stuff like that. So
he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
How can he be the GOAT? And I'm not denying you the GOAT, but why?
We would call it 1-0 GOAT.
What does that mean?
I always say that. One of the greatest of all time.
One of the greatest. Mm-hmm. And how is that true? Like, what is he? You're from Atlanta. You're from a different part of Atlanta.
This word, by the way, to the listeners, he just created a wave in Atlanta. Like, for me, because I'm a fan, and he's my brother, so, like, that wave you hearing now in front of A, he started it.
So that sound, Bizzle, when you hear people and some folks say, man, they kind of, everything kind of sound alike. Something sounds similar. when you trace back his origins to the epicenter, to the Mecca,
Yeah.
to the core of it all,
Yeah.
where it all began, break it down to its final molecule, you'll see a picture of Skooly, like, you know.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna one up you. This how serious it is.
Okay.
This is how serious it is. This is how serious it is. So you know the whole having a drop in your beat is the thing to do, right?
Yeah.
So about 4 of the biggest drops out of Atlanta producers, they were Skooly's voice, meaning that the producer worked with Skooly obviously first, thought he had something going on and said, bro, could you do my drop for my beat? The one that would be a familiar one, you can just name it for
Can you do it, though? Do it. Don't just say it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
One of them got old sound, like my old sound when I was schoolboy, Rich Kid. We got London on the track. Then we got
Wait, hold up. Let that breathe.
Kill him!
Come on, man. Let that breathe.
Kill him!
You got a DJ Wet right here. It's like, oh, is that you?
Yeah,
Okay, then do another one.
for sure. Done Deal on the track. I think Thug had his first 2 that Stoner. Done Deal was going crazy. Done Deal actually was one of the people who helped me get a second chance in the game. You know, I've had many chances, but like when everything, like when the shambles with the rich kids, like everybody just went their separate way. Done Deal like made me keep coming to the studio, and like he was believing in me. He, for some reason, I don't even know. Shout out Done Deal.
Okay. Any more?
We got some new ones coming.
Okay.
Shout out Big Papito.
Okay. Shit, you can get money like that, man. I got one of those voices, 2 Chainz. I can't do that.
Yeah, you know. Oak Town. Look at Rich, man.
Look
Good
at
to
Rich
see
Nice.
Rich, man.
Say what up to Rich Nice,
Good
ladies
to
and
see
gentlemen.
Rich,
you want to
man.
get up in there?
Rich Nice.
Hey man, listen, I it's just happy. I'm happy to see, 2 Chainz that I know as Titty Boy, that the intensity of him in the studio. People don't understand in the studio he's an intense guy. He like to laugh and joke and do his thing, but in the studio he be serious about what's going on with that music. And for him to bring a group of guys just shows that he's serious about the music and continuing and pushing it forward. So salute to you, bro. I'm happy to see you do it and push it forward.
Worl.
Yo,
What's up, man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. I'm excited being here.
Man, I'm happy to have you here, man.
Appreciate you, man.
You know, I've been looking at your story as well and some of the things you're involved with.
Yeah.
You know, you're from the
4 Seasons, Zone 3 districts of Atlanta.
Okay. I'm not sure. 2 Chainz, have you taken me in that area?
No, I hadn't taken you over there.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's a cool area, man.
It's a cool area, right?
Yeah.
You on this song? One of my favorite songs is "New Levels, New Devils."
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
You like it?
Shit, man, I could quote some lyrics. If you like me too. I headed back to the 3 where we'll kill a rat. I'm gonna be feeding the whole with this rap.
That's a fact. Free my homeboy crack. Got Glock block in the back.
Yeah.
Put 4 Seasons on my back.
Yeah.
That's
With
dope.
this rap. That's a fact.
So
I'm just adding lyrics now. I'm trying to get on one of these tracks.
But that song though, Sway, I was like, it was one of them first times that I feel in the whole song.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you get to a point in your life that you accomplish things and the hate start coming. So that's why I speak on the new levels, new devils, because people just speak on the levels, but they don't speak on the bad things that come with it.
That come with the bad.
That's why I was basically in my feelings on the song. So I just had, music to me, like, it's all about a feeling. So I had to put it in there.
Yo, what you say is all about a feeling. I get that sense. What was your upbringing like? Like when I listen to the songs, when I listen to the lyrics, I hear pain in everybody's voice. But what was your upbringing like? What was the happiness in your upbringing?
Being honest, Way, having my mom and my dad in my life.
Like
I'd be less of a man if I say my father wasn't in my life, because he was. But I'm from the projects. I'm a street guy, so I had a happy childhood.
Okay. And when was the transition from that happiness to the street life? Like what?
I always just wanted to be. I just always loved the street guys, man. You feel me? I just always loved the gangs, everything about the streets. Like I always want. I'm just seeker for knowledge, and I wanted to learn. I just couldn't stay in the house.
You couldn't stay in the house. You got a what is it that you're doing with No Child Left Behind? What is that?
No Child Left Behind. It started as an idea. Like me, like in my community, children ain't got nothing to look up to. Yeah. Like in my hood where I'm from, like it's a federal penitentiary right next to the hood, and like children got to see dead bodies and all type of stuff. So I just want to be like, nah, I'm from here too, and I ain't coming like that. Like this what it gonna be. So that's what the Child Left Behind. I just want to be visible in my community for the children.
Give it up for Worl, man.
Yes, sir.
This dude right here, man.
Big old activist.
Yeah. And I can say
everybody's activist.
Yeah. I am.
Okay.
He is.
I'm community activist. Everything I do.
Sleepy Rose, what about you?
What's down?
What's up? Sleepy Rose in here, man.
Sleepy Rose.
Sleepy Rose up in this biatch.
Yeah, man. What's going on, Sway? Talk to me.
Oh, man. Let me see. What is a song that you had on there? Oh, that Georgia joint.
Yeah, Georgia. Something different.
Something different. In it, it's been a couple songs that have been written about Georgia, but each time you feel like you learn something. But in this also, you learn a little bit about you. You talk about your brother, your mother, and then you also pay homage to your sister as well, right? Is that the origin of your name, or where'd your name come from?
Sleepy Rose.
Yeah,
Sleepy Rose came from homage. Basically, the whole name for homage, really. Rose came from. A lot of folk on my block got the same rose on their face.
Okay.
You feel me? It just came from, just like a rose can be dead on the inside but alive on the outside. You feel me? Like I feel like I'm dead on the inside. I'm known to a lot of stuff.
Really? You still feeling that way right now?
Yeah, for sure.
As you start experiencing this wonderful journey with this amazing person right here, 2 Chainz.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Not in that sense. I don't feel like I'm dead on the inside. In that sense, like
okay.
I'm very happy. You feel me? Like and appreciative. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I still got like I ain't been rapping that long, so I still got to let go some of this stuff. You feel me?
Yeah, man. How long
you been rapping? There's a lot of stuff to let go.
How long
I've been signed for about 8 months now. 8 months, 10 months. But I've been rapping for I say going on 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, he a neophyte. He just up in the game right now, huh?
Got a lot of pain. He got a lot of stories to go with it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. See, this the part that I just be talking about, like how to come in here, just be relaxed. I might give him pointers on stuff like this, but when it's studio time, bro, doing 4 or 5 songs a day, and they all having truth, and they all having something that we can just feel. So, as soon as he walked in, I was like, shit, this nigga about my height, you know what I mean? And you know, it was just automatically like a little, you know, some attention. And then I heard his music, saw how he moved in videos and on stage, and it was a wrap for me. I'm not in this to see how many followers or what kind of clout you got. I'm trying to recognize raw talent. I'm on my talent scout shit right now, you know what I'm saying? But from Atlanta, you know, I'm gonna venture out, but it had to be in Atlanta right now because I know we've been carrying the torch for so long, for 2 decades. I got to see what's next from Atlanta, and so that's how you got all 4 of these boys up here now, and I'm gonna let him finish, you know, talking.
No, it's a really interesting story because every one of you have really kind of did things on your own to get you here. You know what I mean? And I'm fascinated at the fact that you all seem like you get along.
Sure.
Yeah, everybody getting along. Did y'all know each other before this came
me
together?
and Skate did.
Okay.
Me and
Me
Skate
and Hot
Knew
from the
each
same
other
block.
already. And me and Worl knew each other already.
Okay. Did y'all like each other?
I mean, we get into it, but at the block, you feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody get into it with each other because we on the block all day. Like we was on the block for real. Like
What's the
nobody
block for
stayed
real?
out there.
Like I be on the block. That ain't the
Real
same.
deal in them apartments, breezeways, shootouts, like. But everybody be in that, but we real deal was out there though, like. And it's every day. Like, a lot of folks don't really live that life. A lot of folks probably shoot a gun once. Yeah, I got shot again. Nah, man, this real deal. Afghanistan every day. We was in that.
Yeah.
Shoot at folk dying every day. Close right hand partners, like they dying every day.
Every single day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every week is somebody dead.
We had high
Every
crime
week
rate.
is 5 folk locked up. Like.
So their story unique. So I'm gonna tell you how I even got the last two.
Okay.
Okay, so that was Hot talking.
That's Hot
So,
locked in.
Hot locked in, right? So my one of my right hand men from the South Side, his name is Big. It's my partner. We grew up together. I'm talking about 9th grade together. And when a little backstory, when quote unquote hydro hit the city from y'all side.
Oh, well, we gave y'all a gift.
Yeah, because it was called hydro. When it came, they had up at the D Mall. It was a couple people, and if you know the D Mall, you know it was a couple of little folks that had it up there. So me and Big went in $225 a piece, and we bought a zip for $450. This was the first time we did this. We went in together and bought some weed. Right, we sold that zip. We did it a couple more times, and then we kind of separated because he stayed on another street. I stayed on Riverdale Road, and he was like off Godby, right? Okay. This is my right hand man. Now I know his sister, mom, everything. So his mom passed, and then his sister was in my mom's choir and all that, and she ended up passing. You know what I'm saying? And so Big has 4 or 5 kids, and his oldest son, which is 17 years old, recently got killed, right? All right, and so when that happened, you know what I'm saying, I've always been there for him, but something happened to him as well, which is a natural occurrence, you know what I'm saying, to deal with your only and your oldest son passing, you know what I'm saying? So as we talked, I tried to figure out what was one of his passion, which was naturally music back in the days, whether it was fixing a car radio or just putting somebody on the newest CD. That's what Big's passion was. So I hired Big as an A&R for my company when I got this true deal with Atlantic Records. Okay. Big and Lil Hott are cousins, you know what I'm saying? And so he was bringing Lil Hott around, and Lil Hott is real. If he don't really know you, he's real internal, you know what I'm saying? He's just into himself. He's just an introvert at all kind of at every angle, you know what I'm saying? So he came around, and I couldn't get a feel for his personality because his music was one way, but he was real quiet, you know what I'm saying? Which you'll later learn because of his pain why he's like that, you know what I'm saying? And Sleepy is actually rest in peace, Richie is his best friend, is Big Son's best friend, so it's all connected. So when Big brought me these guys, we actually feel like we doing it for Richie. We actually feel like we doing it for this block they talking about, which is where he actually got killed at, you know what I'm saying? So what they saying is like not even like he was laying, it's just not even a good scene to paint for the listeners. It's just like it's a real thing going on. So, and these guys are 20, 21 years old. I have shows in Vegas. I can't even take Hot right now.
Shit.
That's what I'm trying to tell you,
man.
I just turned 20.
Oh man, look at Hot is young and about it right now. Thank you for sharing that. And I appreciate you guys being. I know you got to do a lot of interviews. People ask you a lot of the same shit and the whole.
Yours different, and I apologize for being a little late too. They've been. You know,
I didn't even notice, man. 2020 vibe, man.
Me and you, we right there. But they need this. They need you and your expertise because you actually make them more comfortable than say somebody. I've been around and moving for a couple of weeks, and there's certain stuff. There's even Sleepy talk about like he can't tell if somebody trying him, but I'm trying to tell him like we in places where people trying to help us out. But that's just his defense mechanism coming from where he come from. So
well, you guys are pretty much don't have to worry about me, because even if you get mad at me, I'm still gonna be at you, so it don't even matter. I'm like family, so I'm one of those dudes. I just think it's important too that you hear these stories because you guys are so representative of a lot of folks across the country, and I've been traveling a lot, across the world. It's a lot of folks that'll be able to relate to your stories like this, and it's almost still shocking to hear it. But what I like most is when I walked in and saw them in the lobby, I saw them all, dressed from head to toe.
Looking like it,
tripping off. We had to mop the floors when they were in the lobby. It was I know Skooly, you in the fashion. That's your passion.
For sure.
That's what you say in one of them songs, right? Yeah. I think this is really great. You have a song called Hefe Shit. And it sounds to me that all you guys are young hefes.
For sure.
All right? Sure. And have all come together. And this is like a dinner table when all the leaders sit down at the table and break bread. And he's the one that kind of galvanized and made it all happen. He has experience in so many levels that you guys will assume that you have resources, you have access to. What has he shown you as a hefe on how you could expand who you are as a boss?
Work ethic. Gotta be a
Speak on it.
Man, you just gotta work.
Yeah.
You feel me? You gotta know how to move. You know, you just got to be about it. Like you did whatever you took to get here. So now that you're here, you got to take it full throttle. Don't take it for effort. Don't take it for granted. Put all your effort into it and just push forward. Be the best you can be with it.
What about going back to the block or going back to old ways?
Be hot again. I ain't gonna care. I be having a real hard time with the block. Okay. I still go post up. Like I ain't even gonna care to you. I'm posting up. Yeah. I'm going to be there. You feel me? Like,
what's that right there?
You got an ankle monitor.
You got an ankle monitor?
Man, I just came from court. I just flew here from court. Man, I just got here an hour ago. I just came from court. Red eye, all the way here.
Ankle monitor. So you still
got to take it serious. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
I ain't trying to go back to that life, but at the same time, he
got this one while he was with me. I went to court with him. Okay, so I went to court with him. The judge saying something. I stand up in the back. Excuse me, judge. They point. You want to say something? I said yes. Tie ups. 2 Chainz. I'm with this guy right here, the defendant right here. What's going on? I said I just want to speak on his behalf. I want to tell you that ever since I've been working with the kid, he hasn't been getting in trouble. I think he has a great life ahead of him. I'm here to change the trajectory of his path. I got him. He says, oh, for real? Yeah. He says, so who going to pay to get him out? I'm like, I got him. So he look at Hot. He say, you going to do right? Hot said, yeah. He said, and then I say, man, if he don't do right, I get to acting like I'm finna talk straight to Hot. He tell me, sit down, that's enough talking. Boom, sit down.
The judge said that.
30 minutes later, you know what I'm saying, Hot, get out. You know what I'm saying, get out. He cool. Get out. Super humble, you know what I'm saying? Rode with me the same night. I told Al this. I pulled up to the gas station. That nigga Hot said, you want me to pump your gas? I said, this nigga must have sent the wrong nigga out of jail. I'm like, they done released the wrong. This ain't the. I said, I know this ain't the same. And I was like, that nigga got a car. I was like, this is different. This is weird.
But did you let him pump the gas?
Yeah, but it was like, that shit rubbed off in like 2 weeks. He was back to being stubborn and everything. So he got into trouble again after I went to court with him. Called me talking about going again. Boy, I ain't going back in there. So it's a learning experience for everybody too, because it's easy to be stuck in your ways. Sleepy posted something the other day, like sometime he want to be on. I mean, it's some real PTSD shit going on.
Yeah.
Like sometimes he'd rather be on the block than like he put that up like we was in Super Bowl or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So like,
damn.
Yeah. So it's just.
On the hood preaching, man, I gotta preach it to him, man.
Yeah. You want to go back to the block to preach to him?
Nah, The post said some days I like this rock star lifestyle, but some days I miss the block lifestyle.
Okay.
You feel me?
The block lifestyle. First of all, I know the music. I think a lot of us who come from certain places, like I know for myself, Rich. 2 Chainz, Heather B. A lot of us who've made music in our past, it was our therapy. We didn't go to therapists. We didn't go to doctors and sit up and fucking reveal everything. We found our ways to get it off our chest and heal ourselves. Have you ever thought about that, though? Have you ever sat down with anybody?
I don't sit down with somebody a while ago, like 3 years ago, because this ain't just happening to me, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't sit down with somebody, but they ain't do nothing.
It didn't work for you.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. My head be gone, man. Like, keeping 100, my head be gone. I think I talk to myself 24/7 down there. You feel me? And it ain't on no crazy talking to myself. It's on some talking to myself. Like, if I ain't doing this right, I might be like, okay, I need to get right on this. But it be real conversation. I might catch myself, be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm talking to myself.
Oh, you asking and answering the questions?
Yeah, I'm asking and answering them. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I might, like, say we might be somewhere and somebody might be looking like how bro looking. I might think he planning something. You feel me? You feel me? It just be stuff like that. And I don't want to think like that no more. I want to get that over with.
That's that PTSD, though.
Yeah,
that's what that is. That's what we've been subjected to our entire lives. But that's why when you see, I think the answers are within our fingertips. So you guys having somebody, first of all, salute to you. Come on, Skooly. Like you said, you've been at this a ton of time, right? For somebody to come back, they ain't got to do that shit and just offer. He ain't trying to do nothing for you but give you a platform, give you resources, right? And see how you take advantage of it. And then you go back like you already doing. And then you hand that off to the next person, and that's how we slowly improve our own conditions. It's by our own hand. You know, that's why I commend you for doing this. I want to open up these phone lines, man. T.R.U is up in here, ladies and gentlemen. The Real University.
The real you.
Come on.
Yeah.
Look at these dudes. I'm excited to have y'all in here.
Appreciate that, man.
Making history. Man.
Dope, man. Shit. Which one I'm going to play?
Feel real to be in here.
Really? Did y'all grow up watching me and all that stuff?
Sure, you know that,
man. You big for the culture.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I hope it's better in person. What? Okay, which one I wanted? That Virgil discount was sick. Which one y'all want to hear? I say we play Hefe shit because everybody on it.
That's I like him.
Everybody on it? Who ain't on it?
Everybody on it. He talk on the phone.
Oh, they do it. Yeah, spin Hefe.
Who ain't on it?
And actually, you
everybody on it.
actually you kind of you actually cooler in person.
Oh, word, School?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man. Thank you, dog.
Thank you, Skooly.
You should have. That's my
You might come off
right
a little mean to them folks on everybody intimidated by your show and you anyway, you know. So this something to come to. This is something to be invited to come to.
That shit, it's not Ralph, Sway.
This ain't
Shit ain't Ralph.
It ain't Ralph at all,
for real. It's real deal.
Nah, but I appreciate that, and I'm glad you put this show on that kind of pedestal, if you will, rightfully so. I'm putting y'all on the same pedestal. We all the same right here. So we cool with Hefe shit? Because otherwise, I'm gonna play New Devils, New Levels, New Devils.
Let's do the Hefe.
Hefe shit. Let's go. You got it? Sway in the morning. 888-742-3345. Listen to that bounce. We got to talk about who made some of this music, too. Who's behind these beats? Shade 45. Where y'all at? Hefe shit.
Yeah.
No face, no case. I don't know if y'all know that's a Spanish word for boss. You know, 2 Chainz is here, man. Man, we learning a lot. The new album it's like a compilation.
Yeah.
No face, no case. That's that no face, no case is something they used to say when we talked about criminal activity. Mm-hmm. Is that still the same definition? That's the same meaning, or what was the? Or it's just a play on the words.
Well, it's a play on the cover. Actually, if you see the color, not the color, but the cover. We have fedoras covering our faces, which is a reference I got back from an old 1920s gang who did crime and took pictures with their hand or fedora on their face. So that was a part of the idea. The no face, no case. It's a couple of criminals on this radio right now. That's true. And then another thing was that I was because I thought I was going to have to bring a lot of music to this situation, which ended up being the exact opposite. I end up jumping on a lot of records because these guys get so loose in the studio and they so confident and so dope at what they do individually and just having that new Atlanta sound that it became more about the music and not who got the best looking dreads and all of that stuff. Okay. I didn't want to get into that at this particular moment. And I'm still like one of the best marketers in the game. So for me, it's about creating that paper trail and letting people know like who was the first person, finding out the name, and then having that fun part we used to have when it was CD books and stuff like that when you had to find out who someone was. So that's a piece of it too.
Well, that's been the fun part for me is just like a couple you guys, I heard of you and even heard your music, but I didn't know all 4. So the fun part was for me to go, let me do the research.
Yeah.
And that's an aspect of the game. And Heather, maybe you could speak to this. We don't get a lot of that now. Oh, Heather's out the room. Oh, shit, damn. Why she just disappeared? Like a boss.
Heather!
Like a boss. But you don't really get to walk the journey with folks. Folks just show up and they popping.
Yeah, and they rich and got 9 chains and 4 watches.
And it's like,
like, damn, home, where you worked at?
How did that happen?
Yeah.
And so about the music business, different from the street business, what is it that is the money as good? The streams as good as the street?
Yeah. What you put in, what you get out what you put in. That's really a real saying. I think I could say for my brothers,
Money
and
been
I,
good
and, I,
for
and I
me.
think they figured out.
The last 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah.
The features been going nuts.
I ain't gonna cap.
Brother
I ain't
said he
gonna cap.
last
In the
2
streets,
weeks.
I was fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, in the streets, I was fucked up.
Yo, you was broke in the streets.
Yes, but I just kept grinding. I know what I wanted to rap. So like when I started rapping, I started having paper. Like that's no cap. I started having the more money I ever seen in my life. Like
There's Heather.
Yeah.
He asking you for an expertise opinion.
Yo, I didn't know you had ghosted. But so you were messed up in the streets, so the rap pays better than the streets.
yeah, most definitely.
For sure.
For me,
For everybody that's doing anything in the streets, you need to really understand that this music is way more fruitful from what you're doing in the streets. And I remember I told somebody my verse is gonna be more than a brick. Yeah, like, and
It's
I meant
very
not just
easy.
yeah, like, and it just, but when you getting brick money and stuff like that, it feel like this is a lot of money. But I'm telling you, man, rap money, man, they are cutting checks for rap stuff, for rap shows. They're cutting
There you go.
serious shit.
Hey,
she knows.
And it's a little less dangerous. You know, you might sleep a little easier. You know, when you
Still
start
smoking rap, but it is a little less dangerous
It's a
than
little-
the hallway shootouts them boys going through.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of that, man, a lot of these dudes are conjuring up, manufacturing their own beefs. They don't need to, you know, it's bigger pictures out there. Like when you hear Hot talk about what it was like every day, man, fuck a rap beef.
Right.
Hey, dog, you got problems with me? Hey,
Man, that's what that how it be now. Like I don't even be stunned a lot. Like nigga be posting all little hoe posts and shit. Man, I don't even be like bro, I'm not even stunned y'all. Nigga. Like bro, I get paid to smoke. I get paid to fuck hoes. I get paid to rock show. Paid to get high. All that shit. Nigga. The shit you stressing over doing, I get paid to do that shit, man. For free.
Leave me
I ain't
alone.
worry about y'all niggas ass,
John,
man.
leave me
Get the fuck
alone.
outta here, man.
You teach them the
Get you a
condom
job
game,
or
bro?
something, man.
The condom game.
The condom game, man. You strapping up, right?
Wrap up, scrap up, dap up.
Okay.
All that motherfucker on that
They got things circulating in this network.
Coronavirus out here.
You want to catch that? Tracy G, go for it.
Hey y'all, if you can see me over here. Giving y'all some sincere congratulations, truly. for
Thank
this
you.
journey.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we're really happy to have you in this space, in this studio. I'm wondering, because the streets can definitely be a distraction, women can be a distraction as well. Especially when things get shinier. Especially when bags start to multiply. Outside of just condom use, are you guys thinking about if you want to have one girl? We see it now in rap, it's okay to have a relationship because it actually be a strength less than a burden. Are you thinking about that? Or are you thinking about how you're going to lessen the amount of groupies that are around so you don't get caught out here slipping? What's popping?
well, I have an old lady.
Oh shit, Worl. Okay, my
I have an
man,
old
Worl.
lady,
Okay.
and she actually my first mixtape. I dropped in my project. We had to pull up in my project and get a CD, and she helped me drop it.
Wow.
So like,
Okay.
she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, nah, but
The went broke
you know,
from
the rap,
buying
you know,
dreams
women
joint-
just hate the rap thing anyway. I'm not gonna lie, like she don't hate it because she on my line right now as I'm doing the interview. Like, what's going on, Miss Sway? You feel me? But you know,
Yeah, man. You can bring her back anytime, World. It's cool, man.
They have to see it too, man. They gonna be like that. They got to see it because they got them images. You know, you ain't seen all the movies and empires and shit like this. Like when they think a all out orgy going on in the studio, ain't they right, Rich?
Man, listen, there be times where girls will show up at the studio, and I'm like, ain't nothing going on here but raps and beats. Well, let me in and see. So I can't do that. I can't let you in to see. You got to hear it when it's done.
That's my man. He gonna cover me, man. My
they
man
just-
right
Look
there.
at
That's
that.
right.
They
Great
go-
answer, man.
They go way back. Sleepy Rolls is like, well.
Talk
man.
now, Steve Rowe want them. Tell him what you want him to do.
What you
Sleep.
trying to do, man?
Tell him what you want the hoe to do. Tell him, man.
Sleep, what's going on,
You
man?
gonna put it down. You put it down, Tony.
You tell me. You put it down.
I want the hoe doing everything. You know. I
You
want the
want
hoe.
to faint and stuff. He
I
got-
want them hoe to faint, John. I want them hoe to throw their panties at my face. I like that. Come on, I want to smell it, baby. Put it in there. Put it in there. Yeah, for real.
Sleepy Rose want to be the Black Elvis.
You gotta tell. Don't tell me. Tell them
I
folks.
like that, man. That's this new therapy. That's
Somebody
his
hit
new
you in the
form of
face with some panty downstairs. Don't be acting like you want to fight the person. Walk up to you and big old panties in your face downstairs.
Man, yo, I gotta hang out with y'all. Just be in a. How y'all traveling? Are y'all using the van we used in New Orleans? Remember that time?
Yeah, I can't tell you how we traveling up here. You know, y'all.
Right, cool,
we up here. We in a all white Mustang.
Mustang truck. The new Mustang
all
truck.
White Mustang truck with the little flares on the side.
I ain't mad at that, man. T.R.U is up in here. 2 Chainz. The new project is No Face, No Case. Michael's on the line from Cali. Mike, what up, Big Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, earlier I was listening. I just had to, so I'm from California. I just had to agree. Yeah, that boy Skooly, man, back in like 08, 09, boy, I was on that Rich Kids out here in Cali, man. So y'all made it out here, too, man. I just want to let y'all know, man, we been fucking with that shit.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, brother.
Boy.
That's hard.
And it, yeah, boy. So, man, what I found out the other day, I was like, oh, Skooly from T.R.U, that nigga's in Rich Kids. Okay. I thought, no, that boy been doing his thing. And then Titty 2 Chainz, man, legend, bro. I fucks with you forever, bro. Like, just because you want to, I just had to get that off, bro. Real
Thank you, man.
Man, that's what's up. What happened with Rich Kids?
They went through a lot of, we went through a lot of little obstacles. First, it was like 5 of us, and we would tip. Of course, I'm the baby. So I ain't really never just interviewed nobody about this. But it's on air. Yeah. Of course, I was the baby. A lot of stuff I couldn't just do. A lot of stuff I couldn't sign by myself, my own. So that would mean a person with knowledge would have to read what I have to sign. So it wouldn't just get signed. So long story short, just some things happened and everybody went their separate ways. Everybody had their own name. It was surprising because everybody already had their own name for when they went solo. So that happened, and me and Caleb stuck together. Took about a year or 2. That's when I told you Done Deal was starting to help me. And at that time, he was working with Thug. This was before Thug got on. He was working with Cash Out before Cash Out got his first hit single. So like he was working with these people like in the Cleveland area, Cleveland Avenue area, Blood area, and they loved me. Like of course I'm with the other side, but they loved me. They took me in like brothers. I used to stay on Cleveland, so I caught the bus back and forth to Douglas from Cleveland Avenue. And we came up with the ICU, and it hit, it struck. So like for that for me is what I was trying to do, and it was like I kind of executed it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, we need another song, bro. Like they gonna think it's over with because we not with Grand Hustle no more.
Yeah.
So when it hit like that, we still in school. I'm still in school, and everybody was like, y'all back, bro. Like, y'all back. So we just kept going. We started doing multiple mixtapes, kept going, and as a collective, as together, we felt like it was time to. At a certain point, it was time for me to branch off, and go solo. So it wasn't with me and Caleb. It wasn't we broke up thing like the group. Nah, we decided together in California, out doing some promo work for Columbia. They were like, what you think about just doing your thing? And started that. So it was like a whole start over thing, Then met Chainz. I was doing my thing on my own. Then Chainz, like I had been new Chainz from the Rich Kids. He gave us free features. Long story short, he gave us free features when he was getting a bag. You hear me? When he was getting a bag, he gave us free features. So it was just like he kind of saw the struggle in me, and I'm not afraid to say that. Like he kind of saw the struggle and what I was going through, and what I could be if I was given the right chance or opportunity. And I love him for that,
Yeah.
And he just one night we was riding. I'm at his studio working every night, just coming in there. This ain't no trying to do no tape or none of that. We just working. He telling me just work. Basically, as I think about it now, like he just used to say, just work. Like I just want you to work. And he called me one night like, bro, what we got to do? We was riding next to each other. And he seen the car that I was in. And, you know, obviously, you know, what kind of, it was a beat up car. And he like, what we got to do, bro? Because this, you don't deserve, you deserve more than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see you take care of your folks, your mama. You always talk about your mama. And it just went from there just on the business side. But we was already brothers. Like, I was his little brother. I never had a brother, a big brother. I was born with all women. Like, my mama had, my daddy, he only had girls. 3 more baby mamas, girls. Yeah. I'm the only boy and the baby. So, I couldn't wait. You know what I mean? I couldn't wait.
Yeah. Skooly, man. Hey, man. Shit. Thank you for sharing, too, bro.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. Hey, man, y'all, when the movie coming?
I've been asking that. We need a movie.
Like the NWA movie soon, man.
We need a movie.
And I know we just scratched the surface, but I just want to create an environment that you know that no matter what you experience in this music business, because it's a tricky one, but it ain't no trickier than what you've seen, what you've experienced is way more difficult than it is to navigate this system, especially when you got a mentor, a brother, and a friend that's going to guide you through it. He giving up game that costs 6 and 7 figures if you went to school. Mm-hmm. We got millions of dollars worth of game in our heads. Mm-hmm. You know, now hundreds of millions of dollars worth of game in our head. So I just wanted to create an environment to let you know no matter how far you go in this music business, how high you rise, how much it's valleys and, you know, dips. What did you call it?
Valleys and peaks.
Valleys and peaks in this. It's sweet as fuck right now. Feels good, and it should. Embrace it, enjoy it, the whole 9. But look ahead as well. And if you ever hit a valley, don't let the valley define you. Just like you hit valleys on that block. But look at you now. You on a show, you sitting with me. It ain't even me. I'm just symbolic, you know, of your journey and where you guys are headed to now. I'm just symbolic. But look at you now. You know what I mean? Standing next to this dude in Miami, the whole 9. I can't wait to hear the whole stories. I know Hott ain't telling me everything. I already see it.
I've been telling him I want my own movie.
You want your own movie?
Man, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah?
Man, I'm going, man, bigger than Get Rich Die Trying. I'm telling you, man, I got a big story. Like, my movie will be amazing. That's it.
True Films?
I tell them every day. I need my
True Films?
Movie, the real one.
Yeah?
Big Tony Films.
Yeah?
I got them. I'm going to let them get all that out. Like, one thing they got with me is just full creative control because you don't understand, like, how you can use everything that you felt was negative in your past and make it a plus. And like get a mansion off of, and like these are materialistic things. We just get pure happiness. That's like what you said. That's the therapeutic part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so everybody up here got a story to tell. Everybody up here have some type of pain, something that they've seen, and we in the stages now where music is more reality based. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk about a boat unless you have a boat. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not so far-fetched. Like back in the days, you could say you know, drove or whatever it was. But now it's just so serious and direct that when people hear these stories, they don't have to do the research. They can feel that it's truth coming from over here. You can just feel it, you know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, they all get their chance to tell their story, whether it be on wax or through film. It's just about growing and learning from the mistakes and profiting off pain. Real talk.
Profited off pain. I like that. That explains the line. I want to say, was it in Fake Beef, where I can't even remember the line, but I heard this shit about you got a drum that shoot 50 sitting on a stick.
Yeah, we got a lot of sticks, nigga. Pull up on your block, make that bitch hit, nigga. He 50 round drum on that fucking stick, nigga. Pull up on your block and make a nigga script. I got that to bust a hollows in that fucking clip. Pull up on your block and hey, man, that motherfucker going hard. I got to give that motherfucker. That motherfucker spaz and he stop playing with me, man.
You know where you at. You gonna spit bars. We ready for that.
That right.
Anybody spitting today? I'm just gonna put it out there.
You know he
Worl, I know Worl.
Worl,
Put your headphones on, Worl. Come on,
headphones on.
4 seasons, baby.
Come on, don't be scared. Come on.
Do it.
I'll start off a freestyle and I'll pass it. Y'all just do. If y'all don't want to do it, don't do it though. Don't be up here.
You know what this is, Sleepy.
Bye.
Then put your headphones on. Put your headphones on then, just so you can hear what's popping. True is up in here, man.
What's wrong with you?
Yo, put your headphones on, Worl. You ain't got no headphones. You ain't got no headphones.
Man, we on Hefe shit.
Throw a beat on one. Just Sway in the morning. Valley of the Hyenas. Shade 4-5. True up in here. 2 Chainz up in here. Hot LockedN up in here. Sleepy Rose up in here. Worl is up in here. Skooly's up in here. It's the A's finest. Shade 4-5. DJ Wonder on the beat.
Montclair coat, like I came a boat. Hold on, take it back.
Take it back.
Okay, yeah. Montclair boat, drip like I'm off my boat. I just took a flight, dipped on another hoe. Pull up to the block, know I keep a Glock. Almost like my head, I tatted another Glock.
What?
I got 50s and them 9s and shit. Yeah, pull up to the block, we turn them 9s and shit. We got chopper that'll come and disguise some shit. Yeah, 50, 100 rhymes and shit. Hey. I gotta get it right.
I like that though. He jumping on that.
Nice trap. 1. My mic sound nice. Trap 2. My mic sound nice. Trap 3. Sway with me. Hot with me. Skate with me. Get that nigga my kidney. Come off the top like Blicky. Take it back like Dicky. Southside, what the hell? They gotta feel me. Yeah, what's going on, my nigga? I ain't sleeping. What's going on, the nigga again?
I'm take off on down.
Take off.
Okay.
Take off.
I'm let it catch.
Sleepy in the building.
Come. Say, young sleep. The Colleon on the real. Yeah, nigga, I'm moving weight. Call a nigga a pilgrim. Tell you. I couldn't keep going.
I like that. Keep going. It's your mic.
Switch the beat up, man. Give me a slow beat up.
Give me a slow.
Cut the beat.
Okay.
I'm gonna come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, y'all gotta feel me now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, feel like the big bad wolf. Tell me why the good gotta die young. They fill me up with lies. How I'm supposed to keep my eyes up. They filled my brother up with lead. I had tried to keep it iron up. Gave my sister a chest shot. I ain't talking bull job. Shout out to the shooter. When I catch you, I'ma do you. If it's eye for eye, I ain't going out and I ain't losing. If it's beef now, I'ma drop a dot and I ain't moving. That shit fucked up. Dog hit the floor, he wasn't moving. Shit hurt your soul, gotta feel it in your bone. Feel me when I'm talking, gotta feel it in your soul. Feel me when I'm talking, gotta. Hold on now. Hold on now.
R.I.P.
Okay, I like that.
Nah, for real.
Shout out
man.
Sleepy. Shout out to the whole game, man.
Okay. True is in the building. Big round of applause.
Yeah.
Skooly gonna go home tonight and go, damn, I should have spit.
I went on Worl.
Worl gonna go home tonight and say, damn. Hey, but Hot.
Then they changed the
respect.
You know, we ain't doing no scary
Hey, look,
business,
I don't need freestyle though, y'all. I don't need freestyle, right? Just trying
Something written.
Now you put that on for me.
Okay, there you go.
Oh,
What I
okay.
did to him right there.
Turn that shit up some more, man.
Turn that up in his head.
Since we in New York.
Yeah, you in there. Turn it up for him.
That bitch on him.
Okay.
Yeah. Check me out, Sway. Imagine in a world where our kids living free relief. And when I die, give me back to these streets. Tell my niggas no peace, I put no cap on these beats. What's a pussy with no smell, bad bitch, no yeast. My days are shorter, my paper older. Buying a brick without the baking soda. Better days come in, don't say I told you. I'm way bolder, snakes in the grass, watch the cobras. Catch a sucker down bad and then we gun smoke them. Everybody flexing, St. Laurent stepping. Black owned investments, might buy the hood you reppin'. Let them out the cages, no trial for my brethren. If I rule the world, ain't no room for you peasants. Bring my niggas back from heaven, every day is presents. No need for phone, we flying birds for the message. Tell my niggas catch it and let it breathe. In my word, I cure every disease. Put more street niggas on TV screens. Fuck niggas did deleted scenes. We acting up without the Charlie Sheen. You did? Check me out, man. What we doing, son? Stop playing. Hey, what we doing, Skate? I got to go to him with these Skate. Come on, man. We ain't Sway.
Good,
We ain't Sway, man. We ain't come to That's Polo. The real you.
You know, Skooly.
That's Polo.
Come on.
I remember when Outkast first came out, right?
I'm a big fan.
Southern Playalistic, and The rest of the country didn't know what it was about. They didn't get it. Believe it or not, this is like easily probably the greatest group of all time. The rest of the country didn't get it. In Northern California on a station called KMEL, we were the first to break them on a national level. Goody Mob as well. So CeeLo spit, 3 Stacks spit, Big Boy spit, Gip spit, the whole crew spit, the whole Dungeon family spit rhymes. Remind me when Jay-Z first came on the show, Skooly, and spit rhymes for us right there on the spot. Nas wrote a song in front of me, right there on the spot. You sure you don't want to spit, dog?
That motherfucker just put a whole damn.
Impression is different when you start rapping, boy. You be like this here, boy. You gotta keep it going.
You sure? I just want you to be sure. Jump on that. Oh. Turn it up, OQ. Sway in the morning, True up in here, Shade 4-5, Skooly on that mic. Shout out to Worl, shout out to Hot, shout out to Sleepy, 2 Chainz.
Skooly.
Okay, I can sing on them motherfuckers today. Okay. I say, bad man, I'm sorry I did shit before. Sad man, I'm sorry I gotta get this dough. Check in. Beat this body, get the flow. Track in. Right there by the stove. Watch the camera smoking Zaza at a standstill. I'm losing my mind on these damn pills. Come running like 22 times, I can't damn feel. 22. My boy keep wrapping up dimes in my damn ear. Rubber band sounds, all we damn hear. Boing, 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 yeah. So you poppin' shit. All these damn shaw around me, they gobble fish. Yeah. So you dropping shit. I got YDD with me, PG somewhere around here. Come on, don't you play like that. My boy rich for real. We ain't gonna play about him. That gon' get you killed. That might get you spilled. That might get you ill. All my verses real. Tiffany Diamond Teal. Tiffany Rhymes Hill. Tiffany Rhymes Hill.
Yeah, shit. Shit.
Hey, Sway. Just right quick, Sway.
Yeah.
I need to go back to that. Go back to that.
Wanna go back to that beat?
Yeah. She just my side bitch. She ain't my main bitch. That hold on me, none of me. That little bitty nigga that you fucking with, girl, he don't mean none of me. Got a trap house, it booming and trust a tree. Got a freaky little bitch, they right up the street.
Okay.
On this time that hoe call my phone, she tryna suck dick, cause she stay tryna fuck on me. Yeah. And I got these little bitches trapping out the spot. Got a 3 for the. Hey man.
Yo, give it up. We got these hyenas up in here, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Skooly. Give it up for Worl. Give it up for Sleepy Rose. Give it up for Hot Boxed In. Give it up for 2 Chainz.
Yes.
Hey, I fuck with the movement, man. Hey,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in here, man. Southside, the whole Atlanta. We represent that new Atlanta sign. We represent that really, man, like, you know, I'm taking these boys out of position and putting them in another position.
There you go.
And anything can happen when you do that. And that's what we prepare for the storm. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate y'all having us up here, letting us get our rocks out. You know, I'm sure everybody feel better after this interview. And I appreciate you.
Oh, I love you, family. And what you're doing, I've been doing this, man, every day I go read this. Damon John from Shark Tank doing a book called Power Shift.
Okay, I got to get that.
Get the book. And what you just said is exactly what I've been doing, the audio book. So I've been reading like 4 hours every day.
Hard.
My brain is on fricassee. But he talks about a power shift, how you take a person from one position of power and put them in a new position of power.
Gotcha.
And then you start to rewrite your story. I'm seeing that. Mm-hmm. Everybody rewriting their story. You putting everybody in a different shift, different position of power. This is a part of a blueprint I think we need in our communities. You know what I mean? That folks can follow and you ain't even doing it on purpose. You doing it on God. You know, you doing it from the heart. So I appreciate you too, Chainz. I love you dudes, man. Y'all got an ally in me, man.
Got love for you,
all right?
brother.
Y'all can come up here anytime, man.
I will be back to catch a manslaughter charge with
come
intent.
get it, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get back in that high.
Okay.
I done have my murder weapon today.
Y'all did your thing, man. Get the project, No Face, No Case. Support these individuals, man. They good for music. They good for the community. Watch them work. Watch this journey. Okay, 2 Chainz, thank you for coming through. We're going to end our show on that note.